Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, William Ruto has continued to receive reaction concerning his statement to devote 1.2 billion on a church at the State House compound. Now, one particular person whom we never expected would actually react to that is Archbishop Sapit. Now, Archbishop Sapit has delivered a statement here which has gotten many people talking about, and this is concerning the bishop of the church that William Ruto is constructing. Now, Archbishop is asking William Ruto whether there's one who's going to become the bishop of that church. But let me just take you through some couple of statements from him. And this is what he said. I have no problem with building a place of worship. The problem is the location. State House is the seat of power of a human institution called the government. The church is a sanctuary to worship God, and it is supposed to be set apart from any unholy use, representing God's kingdom. When you have a church in State House, which kingdom does it represent? Putting a church in State House is a declaration that Christianity is a state religion against the Constitution, which defines Kenya as a secular state that embraces all religions. Will the president be the bishop or leader of this church, as we have seen him recently lead public prayers? This is not a priority. We have many churches around State House where all those living there can worship. The said church will undermine the security of State House, as many will come in the name of worship with other intentions. So let me just stop there. Archbishop Sapit has raised a very important, or let's just say has raised fundamental issues with this move by William Ruto to construct a church, the security part. Because honestly speaking, you construct a church within the compound, within the State House, and then I want to go and pray. Will you deny me access? That is a very, very important aspect to consider, ladies and gentlemen. So before we explore this statement from Archbishop Sapit, ladies and gentlemen, kindly take this opportunity, like this video to enable you to share it to many people. Subscribe to our channel if you are not subscribed before, and to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Archbishop Sapit has asked William Samoei Ruto, will he be the bishop? Then Archbishop Sapit also has asked William Samoei Ruto, what about the security? Because honestly speaking, like for instance, you want to go and worship at a Catholic church, even though you're not a Catholic, but you want to go there. Nobody's going to stop you. You will be greeted by ushers and shown where to sit, but you'll not be denied access. And that's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. So this church that Ruto is going to construct inside the State House compound, na tunajua kwamba kuingia State House ni kizungumkuti. Leo ukitaka kuingia State House, wewe utapitia through a lot of security screening, na hautapita. Unapita tu kama kuna jambo la maana limekupeleka pale, hautapita. We have seen these cases. Like for instance, there's a time Eric Omondi wanted to present a petition in the State House. He was denied access. So in this message posted by Archbishop Sapit, kitu naona hapo ni kwamba Ruto anafanya makosa. For those of you who know the relationship between Sapit and the president, the moment you hear the name Sapit, I know you're reminded of the IBC choir. That was in 2022, when there was a lot of chaos at Bomas. And then what happened? Archbishop Sapit decided to cool down things.
The nation has been anxious But we want to urge all Kenyans, let us now put our anxiety aside. The Bible says the end of a matter is better than the beginning. We want to urge the country to remain united.
And then there was that choir. Archbishop OLE Sapit earned himself a bad name there from the faction of opposition. Opposition people hated Archbishop OLE Sapit because of that move, and he was believed to be one who supported William Samoei Ruto 99%. So for him to come out now and tell William Ruto the things that I've read, ladies and gentlemen, from his statement, one wonders what is really the problem. That relationship between the two looks like saizi sio vile ilikuwa. That explains why Archbishop has delivered that statement to Ruto direct. Will you be the bishop? What about security? I agree with Archbishop OLE Sapit when he talks about security, because I've been going through some conversation about this issue of church and the 1.2 billion expenditure on the church. Of course, people want this project to be halted. But if we understand that already foundation ishafanyika, pillars have been erected, then how is this going to stop? We have known William Ruto to be someone who doesn't sometimes, who chooses to do things according to venye anataka. That's why the Gen Zs are not happy with him. So is he going to stop this construction? Remember, there was no public participation. There was no tendering. He simply said hile investment yake mwenye amejitolea kujengea Mungu kanisa katika ile State House compound. By the if you go by the pictures that are surfacing about this church, utapata kwamba hii kanisa ni kanisa moja itakuwa kubwa sana. Remember, it is 1.2 billion expenditure on the church. I've seen people talk about it negatively. People are saying that, ama hii kanisa Ruto akitoka atatoka nayo, ama atakuwa anakuja naomba pale. I'm just looking at some of those possibilities and what people are saying. Let's imagine this. Ruto has been defeated in 2027. Matiang'i is the president, Carlos is the president, or whoever is the president, or Rigathi Gachagua. And now Ruto has constructed this church. Now ni Saturday, or rather ni Sunday. Sasa anataka kuabudu. What is going to happen there? Itakuwa Ruto anakuja kwa State House kuomba. I'm just trying to imagine if Uhuru was the one who had built this church. Sasa Uhuru angekuwa anakuja kuomba. Hapa anaingia State House kuomba. So this concern by majority of Kenyans about this 1.2 billion expenditure on the church, I think hii ni kitu ambayo Ruto inafaa reconsider. But amesema kwamba hata ambilika, hata semezeka, yeye atafanya venye anataka. So if that is the case, itabidi sisi tukubali tu kwamba atafanya venye anataka. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the statement from OLE Sapit asking William Ruto whether he's going to be the bishop? Because of course kanisa lazima ina bishop. Ama itakuwa ni wanafanya nini? Maana kanisa mpaka itakuwa na jina. Ama itakuwa State House Evangelical Church. Ama State House Jehovah Witness. I mean, what kind of name will be used here, ladies and gentlemen? So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.